Okay everyone, coming into the close in the ASX200, let's take a look at how we went today and what played out. Now we've got the 30-minute chart here on the ASX. We were expecting that high low here to hold up above the 53.79 level, and then potentially a bit more contraction to push higher. What we saw instead is it pretty much opened and went straight down, straight south down to 53.53. That 53.79 level didn't provide any support. Market pretty much pierced straight through that to the lows. Now we have pushed back up, and we built that high low off the 53.53 mark, but we can see that trend down is definitely down. So this could just be contraction, and we could see a further rollover, but we'll see how that plays out. We've got that higher area, the 54.33. We've touched that 3 times, and that's providing some good resistance there. Did expect this level to hold up and we'll sort of go that way. Instead, we've tipped over. Now, if we look at the daily chart, we can see what's happening here. We may be pushing through that 53 zone. It looks like we're sort of going to be stuck in between these two, 54.33 and 53.53. If we get stuck in between there, I do think if we get a bit more pressure and the US doesn't do so well, we could head straight through there, and we could really find some support. We'd expect to find that support down at 52.60 to 80 zone. We are in oversold territory, so we could bounce around here as we spike down lower, and that would really be, if we can hold up there, that would be a continuation we'd look for of the daily trend higher. And we can see these moves down here again from, we extended up, expanded higher, contracted lower, expanded higher, back up to the 56 zone, and then we're probably currently just contracting lower. So it just sees, we're going to see how that plays out and how low we do go, or whether we just hold these levels here to head higher. Over to the Aussie, we've got a 4-hourly chart here. We can see that trend, that contraction lower, is holding up, and we've just busted out of that by the looks of it. We are well into overbought territory, so we'll see if we can. It doesn't mean the price can't head higher. We may find a bit of resistance here at 76.93. Otherwise, we've got further resistance at 77.25 up to 77.50. But really, we are expecting we could just spike higher, then roll over, contract a bit, build that higher low. Maybe some around this zone here above 7,500, probably potentially 76 for a major leg back up higher. We'll see how that plays out though, but we are expecting that trend. Really, the longer term trend is up. That's the daily support line there, and we've held up above the support level of 74.36, so this could potentially be a longer term higher low at 75, but again, we'll just see how that plays out. Taking a look at spot gold, we can see we made the highs at 13.75, and we have been contracting with lower highs there and some lower lows, only minor lower lows. We had that original one about 13.12, then we touched down at the 1300 mark, and a lower high somewhere around here around 13.63, and we could potentially be making that lower high again around the zones where we are now at 13, say roughly around the 13.50 mark. If this level can hold up to 13.41, and we do push up through those minor highs here at 13.53, we could simply just spike up and find resistance here and then roll over, or we could just pierce straight through there. But the thing is, we are at overbought territory here, so we probably prefer, or we'd expect to see a bit more contraction. We could contract down to 13.30 around here, build a bit of a base, and then spike higher through these and continue on higher. But really, at the moment, we've got longer term, we've just been contracting lower, heading south. But overall, that daily trend is still holding high. We can see that daily trend line there holding higher. Let's see how we go. Taking a look at the US, see S&P chart here, S&P 500. Now we all know that's starting to look a bit overbought. We've got that 21.94, sort of that high zone there. It's finding a bit tough. We've been really just bouncing around in a minor trend between that 29.94 and 52 zone. That 21.52 zone, well, level there should provide a bit of support. We've touched down there, we rejected those levels, and we can see the moving averages. EMA is actually still going higher, so we could easily spike through that. Now, if we do spike through that, we could easily, just as like we've done here, spike through and bang, just collapse. The US tends to do that a bit, so considering we're in overbought territory, I wouldn't be surprised if we do spike higher and then just roll over, rather than just that nice casual move lower. But really, if we do that, we'd expect that 21.52 level to be targeted. We could just head down to 21.17, retest that before we build a base to head higher, or we could just wash that level out, wash a few longs out, and then build that energy to push high. But we'll see how that plays out. Okay, good luck tonight, traders. We'll speak again tomorrow.